Kemper Profiler Tones and Talks. Hello, everybody. It's summertime, and so we thought we do a special edition. We will not move on before we say hello to Mr. Thomas Dill. Welcome.
Hi.
The mighty Ola Englund, you're familiar with him, inventor and provider of the solar guitars, and with this amazing YouTube channel, you know him. He just took the challenge this summer while he was playing a couple of festivals with his band The Haunted to, amongst others, also take the Profiler Player to test. And after he successfully used it, maybe so far his smallest rig he used on stage, he provided the rig to the community, to the world. And yeah, we both don't know much about that rig. For you guys who are curious, just let me quickly dive in. Here's the rig manager, and you see that's Ola's rig. That's Welcome 2024. Pretty straightforward. An amp, some graphic EQ, a green screen, and a wah. So that's it. And if we look at the amp, it's a bug area. I guess it's a Bugera.
Ah, okay. Ah.
The location is the Studio F face, which is pretty cool. I can just imagine what F stands for with Ola. And what about the cabinet? It's just Ola Englund. I guess it was. I think he very often uses a Mesa cab, the big Mesa cab. So it's a Bugera, maybe, or just the name was left in
the preset.
In the preset when he was profiling his stuff on top of it. So yeah, let's have a listen. What can we expect? And he had the wah. Let's see what the settings are. Okay, that's might look like a standard wah preset. What would you say?
I think so.
Just looking at it. And then there's the green screen. Which does a lot. And we see volume used to boost the amp, full mix, tone, and the drive down. So just to tighten up the tone and to increase the boost, I guess. And yeah, that was good for, I think it was Hellfest in Sweden with a Haunted. And here's something interesting. I think that, of course, also here there's a liquid tone stack used, Plexi normal. And most probably this was attached later because there's no bright cap, but it doesn't have to necessarily.
The Plexi normal doesn't have a bright cap.
Ah,
so
okay,
if you take a Plexi Bright, BRT,
oh yeah,
then you get the bright cap. So this is just normal. But for this setting, you can raise up treble and presence more, then it doesn't get harsh. So it's maybe a good setting for, it sounds good. So it's a good setting for that.
Yeah, the FRH guy said it's a little bit harsh on top, like a
Okay.
little bit fizzly. That's what Ola said in the video. That was the feedback he got from the people after the show. So he said that's always the challenge. Preparing some sounds at home for live.
Yeah.
It's the low end and the treble are usually the things that need special attention. And I've you've seen that I've taken the presence down a little bit. It's a little bit, and the pickups here are quite dull. Of course, there's no metal guitar, but so just the presence. If you take it down to, 10 o'clock from 2 o'clock. And it's pretty tight.
But I
Yeah.
have to add something. So for
Yeah.
those high gain tones, you can work with the definition parameter, leave the presence, and turn the definition a little bit down. But with these high gain sounds, then the low end is not that tight. So in that case, I think it's better to get some EQing in treble or presence and not lower down the definition. You can sometimes you can try that, but you lose this tightness of the low end,
Yeah.
especially if you have down-tuned guitars to
Yeah. Absolutely.
C or B or something like that.
Yeah. So
You need, with this high gain tones, you need a higher value of definition.
definitely, and the lower the tones, the more definition you need, because otherwise it gets really woolly and yeah. So let's have a look again at the rig. Here is the graphics EQ, and he just uses this to take also a little bit of low end out. 63 and 125.
For the subwoofers.
Yeah, that's not much, but it makes it more digestible for
Yeah.
the audience. And there is, of course, a bass in the band and
Yeah.
some kick drums. So, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. And if you guys want to have a look at it, just go to the Rig Exchange, find author Ola Englund, and or search for the rig. It's Ola Welcome 2024. And now, yeah, Thomas, I'm curious, what's your take? Because you also profiled a lot of high gain stuff and just for your Dill rigs, rig pack. So you are some capacity to be able to comment on that rig as well.
Yeah, sounds good for me, especially for this. This is just a Les Paul, so no metal guitar. But yeah, it has punch, bitiness for me with the Les Paul. And I can, should I take, check it with a more metal style guitar?
Just as you like, yeah, of course. Yeah. And I must say, I mean, right now I just hear the Zoom tone from here. Did you change anything? Did you leave the presence where it was?
Everything the same. And for me here in the studio on the headphones sounds great for these tones. So I like this brightness.
Okay,
And
just for the fun of it, you can just dial it back then again. If you would take it to 11 o'clock, maybe.
wait a minute, sharing the rig manager. So first thing, what I thought when you said it's a bit too harsh. So now let's try it. Definition at 6.6. Turn it down. Definitely not that harsh. So 6.6 again. Turning down. But now the low end. Not that tight. So
Yeah.
6.6 again. So this is definitely better, this higher value. So don't listen to that what I'm saying with the definition. And you
Just
have
try.
presence at 6?
No, at 11 o'clock, so that might be
Okay,
3
something.
point
Yeah.
some, yeah, there.
Fine.
Yeah, that sounds, at least from what I'm hearing here. No? So
Yeah.
it's an abstraction. What I'm hearing is a little bit rounder, and I can understand that maybe the FOH person said. So there's a little bit much, but of course you can take that down on the mixing desk as well.
Another idea would be the tone. Lower the tone on the green screen. So just to check, I would like to hear. Take presence back to 7.7. Check the green screen at tone here. So I think the presence is definitely the better way to choose.
Yeah, yeah,
Taking presence down at something 11 o'clock.
yeah. Maybe even the treble, but that depends then on the pickups you have. And
Yeah, it's old school Les Paul here. So with the modern guitar, it's I think it will be more bitey.
yeah.
Then. So wait a minute, I've check out the other one.
Yeah, and then we might be able to have a look also how far you can take this into then your own setup, create some solo tones. So what have you now there?
So it's not a real metal guitar, it's the PRS
Ah, yeah, yeah, okay.
guitar. So with this one, it's not that bitey.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, and a
But
completely
it's
it's completely different, but very,
no Fishman
very.
pickups, no Fishman pickups. It's different. So you need to use the guitar that he's using on stage to say something really fundamental about the tone. And if you have, I think I had guitars for reviews with Fishmans here, and they are a little bit bitier and more trebly. So, but the low end is fine.
Yeah. definitely a great metal tone, and
Yeah.
also pretty versatile. Because just with some changes where you can adjust the character towards the guitar you're using,
Yeah.
and then maybe this could be the building block for something else to go even further. What would you do to go from here to a solo tone, like a singing solo tone? Maybe add some delay and even another boost or distortion,
No.
or no?
Maybe a little, I don't really know. So delay, of course. So checking adding here. So if you're with a player, you can only use these two and these two. So we have one delay slot. And yeah, for live situations, single delay and let's say a tape, and then adjust it. For modern sounds, not that much high cut, not that much feedback, and tempo sync at quarter notes, tapping the tempo. Guitar is out of tune a little bit, but yeah, that would be the choice. Just a single delay, maybe less feedback, and then high cut, no flutter, no grit, just more modern sounding.
Yeah.
So guitar didn't play metal stuff for a long time. So the guitar is not really in the shape. So I won't need much more gain. But to be honest, I'm not a metal player. So you might do some compression or a little boost to get this more sustained notes. But for me, it has definitely much sustain. I wouldn't need more gain. Just a little bit more volume then to cut through, but that would be everything for me.
Yeah. Just trying to do the same thing that you do, and let me just share that thing as well, because it's indeed pretty solid and versatile. And I have, I have this at 10 here, so that's fine. And just for the fun of it, because even if I have the volume pot down now to 2,
You can't clean it up. You can't clean it up.
I can't, but I can tighten up for rhythm stuff, and then go. And then volume. So just with the drive, you can add, sustain. And you would be good for a lot of occasions when it's more rock and metal, I think.
I
That's,
was just thinking about, but what I would do to get for the solo tone, I would do some morphing with the amp volume. So this is something what I've really like to do, to have this 2 dB boost
yeah,
in without adding some gain. But I thought the player, no morphing. So we
yet.
can't do that. Not yet.
Yeah, right.
Maybe at
Yeah,
the
but you
end
could.
of the summer. We don't know.
So I just want to check before we wrap this up what's going on when I increase the gain. I'm not showing the screen. I just increase the gain. So I left everything untouched. So the green screen is as it was before with the no drive. The gate is now really. So there's more bottom end now with the increased. That would require a little bit more definition. Yeah, so people, get that rig if you like. It's a festival stage tested by Ola England and created by Ola England. I think it's very on point. The only thing is, take the presence down a notch and you're good to go. And basically with a lot of guitars. So it would be interesting because I don't have something like this. How would it sound with the telly? I'd be.
It's if you like.
Yeah. I'd be curious because I like. I'm a big fan of using combinations that are not made for each other, optimized, because sometimes things become a little bit too perfect. And if you take a triple rectifier completely cranked and would go into this with a down electro or with a telly, that's creates sometimes interesting situations. So I'm curious.
Okay, so what I really like on that rig is, first of all, it's really clear. So you can play chords, you can the gain and the distortion is not that much that it starts getting muddy. And I think this is very important. So especially when you adjust your stuff at home, you're using sometimes too much gain, and Ola has really nailed it to get this massive tone, fat tone, and if you play something different than power chords, you hear that in that much gain area. And another thing is the noise. So the tally is now turned on. Volume is at 10. Single coil pickups, you hear nothing.
Okay, wow.
So he has really the noise gate at 6.3. So
Yeah.
just and this is very important for those high gain stage stuff. So and of course for percussive single note playing or riffing, you need a good noise gate. So that's the tally without the noise gate. And yeah. Sounds absolutely great.
Yeah, show the guitar. Use your moving camera
Oh, the
and
moving camera. So here we
because
go.
that's it. Hey, Ola, have a look and have a listen. Yeah,
So the campfire version for the festivals, for the after-show parties, turning the volume down. So it works absolutely great for with single coil guitars
yeah.
too.
And the neck pickup, then you're done. So yeah,
Fun.
that's what I'm talking about, because then it gets really interesting, and that also speaks for a great profile, because it brings out the nuances of the guitars. It doesn't, break apart when you use something with it that's not supposed to be used with it. So, and then new things can come together. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
And the wah setting, I just checked it while you were demonstrating. It's the Crybaby.
Okay,
So just Crybaby and stop at heel. Simple stuff. Crybaby, green scream, tube screamer, a little bit of low end taming with a EQ, and that's it.
yeah.
Great profile. Great rig.
So yeah, again, Ola, thank you. Hey, bra, and yeah, everybody, find it on the Rig Exchange. Ola, welcome 2024, and yeah, season it to taste, change it, use it, and let us know what you think. So thanks, Thomas, for this impromptu rig check.
Was a
So
nice
that was that was a version of let me throw that rig at you. Very unexpected. So, but I think it puts some focus on it for you guys. And yeah, thanks to Ola for sharing this. Great stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
So, you guys hopefully have a great summer, and this is it for today. And thank you, Thomas Dill, for being so spontaneous and also having all these guitars. That was adding a special sauce to this. And
Not really in tune, but
yeah, we know how it is. No problem. And yeah, bye bye. Till next time.
bye.